So, welcome one and all to the Interfaith Climate Group. We are here again to start building community in a changing climate. And this is an interfaith devotional and climate conversation and a Baha'i inspired project of the Interfaith Climate Group. And we are providing a dimension, sorry, spiritual dimension to the Climate Conversation in Action program, which is coming to life right here in Alachua County, Florida. And we'll share some of that story. So, our topic today is unity. And so, we love to share this quotation from the Earth Charter. We are one human family and one Earth community with a common destiny. And the story that we're telling is called On the Road to 2030, 2050, and beyond. Hello, it's me, Grandma Sue Blythe, and I have a story to tell about the world I want to see. Our story begins in the year 2050, when the world is celebrating the Earth's temperature coming back down. In my story, the sage in me is age 103. My great-grandson Leaf is making a presentation for the 50th anniversary of the Earth Charter. He has questions, and I have a lifetime of stories to tell. Yes, Great-Gramma Sage, how did the Interfaith Climate Group begin? Well, I remember taking an online climate change course with friends way back in 2013. We learned about the climate science and talked about how people of faith and goodwill could make a difference. We talked with people from different faith groups right here in Alachua County about what they were doing to care for God's creation. Christians and Jews, Muslim and Hindus, Buddhists and Baha'is were practicing different ways to live in harmony with nature. We told our stories in panel discussions and presentations, workshops, and movie nights. During the pandemic of 2020 to 23, we held virtual gatherings to find spiritual solutions to the climate crisis. If we saw ourselves as one human family and one Earth community with a common destiny, we might be able to create a little bit of peace on and with the Earth. The Alachua County Emergency Management wanted to help people prepare for climate emergencies and deal with the aftermath of disasters like hurricanes, floods, wildfire, and extreme heat. They reached out to the faith-based organizations in our county, and there were many. We invited them to join us in building community in a changing climate. We prayed for unity, shared climate information and resources, and found ways to support each other in caring for people and planet right here in Alachua County. We were building community in a changing climate. Start with a prayer.
Oh my God, unite the hearts of thy servants and reveal to them thy great purpose. May they fall themselves. Oh no, but guide their steps by the light of thy knowledge, and cheer their hearts, and cheer their hearts. Make them happy, Lord, and cheer their hearts by thy love. Verily, thou art their helper, and their Lord.
Lisa, if you and Farhang will read the first few of these.
In the beginning, the Great Spirit made this world for his pleasure. He piled up the mountains, scooped out the lakes, traced the rivers, planted the forest, and to dwell in them. He created the insects, the fish, the reptiles, the birds, the beast, and man, all of one flesh, and in all the breath of life, which is a measure of the Great Spirit. All are his children. Native American tradition.
Now the Lord God had planted a garden in the east in Eden, and there he put the man he had formed. The Lord God made all kinds of trees grow out of the ground, trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. In the middle of the garden were the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Genesis.
The Garden of Eden is no more. The only conditions modern humans have ever known so far are changing, and changing fast. It's tempting and understandable to ignore the evidence and carry on as usual, or to be filled with gloom and doom. But there is also a vast potential for what we might do. We need to move beyond guilt or blame and get on with the practical tasks in hand. If people can truly understand what is at stake, I believe that they will give permission to business and governments to get on with the practical solutions. And as a species, we are expert problem solvers. But we haven't yet applied ourselves to this problem with the focus that it requires. We can create a world with clean air and water, unlimited energy, and fish stocks that will sustain us well into the future. But to do that, we need a plan. What we do now and in the next few years will profoundly affect the next few thousand years. I look forward very much to the discussions and insights that will go on.
We are the majority!
Oh, that climate conversation is real and happening, and we are part of it. Lisa?
We must treat nature with the same awe and wonder that we reserve for human beings. And we do not need this insight in order to believe in God or to prove his existence. We need it to breathe. We need it for us simply to be. Economical Patriarch Bartholomew, 2010.
We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. Martin Luther King Jr.
There is an endless net of threads throughout the universe. The horizontal threads are in space. The vertical threads are in time. At every crossing of the threads, there is an individual, and every individual is a crystal bead, and every crystal bead reflects not only the light from every other crystal bead, but also every other reflection throughout the entire universe. Hindu, 1500 BC.
In the universe are billions of galaxies.
In our galaxy are billions of planets.
But there is only one Earth.
For most of our history, humans lived in harmony with nature.
But we have shattered that balance.
Exploiting our planet for products and wealth, creating a climate catastrophe, driving species to extinction,
and polluting our land, seas, and air.
The wave of life is fraying. If it fails, we as a species will fail too.
The science is clear, and time is running out.
We must go from harming our planet to healing it.
We must protect what we have and bring back what we lost to advance to a more sustainable future where everyone can thrive.
Humanity has come together before to prevent environmental catastrophes.
We have helped repair the ozone layer.
We have restored millions of hectares of land and marine ecosystems, protecting thousands of species. And we've banned dangerous pollutants,
saving countless lives.
Let those victories be the torches that ignite more action and illuminate the path to a world in which we are once again at peace with nature.
In the universe are billions of galaxies. In our galaxy are billions of planets. But there is only one Earth.
Solo un planeta Tierra.
只有一个地球.
केवल एउटै पृथ्वी.
Bara en jord.
Dunia ni moja tu.
Sorry there. And could we ask Mallory and Michael, would you be willing to read also?
Sure.
Okay, Mallory first.
All the divine messengers have come to this earth as specialists of the law of love. They came to teach a divine love to the children of men. They came to minister a divine healing between the nations. They came to cement in one of the hearts of men and to bring humanity into a state of unity and concord. Baha'i Faith.
How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. Psalms 133, verse 1.
Unity is a powerful virtue, and it brings great strength. It brings people together. We see our commonality without devaluing our differences. We experience our connectedness with all people and all life. Unity frees us from the divisiveness of prejudice and heals our fears. We refuse to engage in conflict, seeking peace in all circumstances. Unity comes when we value every person in our family or in our world. The Virtues Project.
We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion, poetry, beauty, romance, love. These are what we stay alive for.
Carpe diem, seize the day, gather ye rosebuds while ye may.
Strive to find your own voice.
Seize the day, look at it in another way. Carpe diem, seize the day, gather ye rosebuds while ye may.
Strive to find your own voice.
Seize the day.
We are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion. Words and ideas can change the world. Can change the world. The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. The powerful play goes on, goes on.
Do you have any special skills?
Oh, yes, I do. I do voices.
What do you mean you do voices?
I do voices.
Yeah!
I'm a hippo granny who could hip-hop, bebop. Dance, dance, dance till you drop, drop, drop. I'm a hippo granny who could hip-hop, bebop. Yo, yo, make a wicked cup of cool.
I'm a raptor, doing what I can. Gonna eat everything till the appearance of man. Yo, see me, I'm living below the soil. I'll be back, but I'm coming as oil. This is rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Dance, dance, dance till you drop, drop, drop.
Cast your eyes to the summer sky, and today, make a wish. You must strive to find your own voice. Because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all.
Carpe diem, seize the day, gather ye rosebuds while ye may.
Strive to find your own voice.
Seize the day, look at it in another way. Carpe diem, seize the day, gather ye rosebuds while ye may.
Strive to find your own voice.
Seize the day.
Only in their dreams can men be truly free. 'Twas always thus, and always thus will be.
That delightful.
Yes, indeed. Oh,
Okay. And Mallory.
He who experiences the unity of life sees his own self in all beings and all beings in his own self, and looks on everything with an impartial eye. The Bhagavad Gita, Hindu.
One world, one people, one tribe, one tribe. What I know.
We stand all together, one voice saying yes we can. Each one, reach one till we pull ourselves up, cause we all one fam. From the rest to the block, to the Perry, to the rock, we connect that love.
Cause the people with power feel the power of the people when we stand as one.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be indigenous, you heard of us. Max Heaven, the murderers, spreading the love with the water and earth. And the stand against hate, kinda know what the purpose is. We rise, the climate is changing. Signs of the times, it's time to start praying. Pray for the world and community. Prayers are more powerful when we're in unity.
What I know, we are one. What I know, what I know, no, 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 we are one.
Woke up today, hungry for a change, new path to take. Can't stay the same, it's been too long. Pointing out who's right or wrong, can you hear me out? All we need is a little bit of love. Take time to heal and it starts with us. Hand in hand, I put my trust in one world, reunite, it's a must. Hold on to hope, we can overload. We can break the code with a single note. Sing out for the world to hear that our time is now, no more for tears. I looked into my son's eyes, a new day in a new light. Lift the veil and dwell so peaceful. Come together, one world, one people.
What I know, we are one. What I know, no, 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 we are one. It's who you are, it's who I am. We all bleed the same blood, yeah. Hey. We all bleed the same blood, yeah.
We got beautiful differences. Let me give you a peek. Over 500 tribes, but we all unique. And if we could not compete to eat, nothing could beat us. Jealousy is more dangerous than diabetes. See this unity? Imagine what it looked like. You would think we would do whatever it took, right? I would do anything for this good life. We could do anything if we unite.
Young native, you are my savior. Say your prayer for our inspiration. From the block to your reservation. Any color, all my relations. From the basement, worldwide invasion. Every day we're painting our faces. Fighting back but learning our language. Dancing our dances, saying our prayers.
What I know, we are one. What I know, no, we are one. We only got one world. We only got one world. We only got one world. Yeah. All we got is one voice, one choice, one earth, one love, one birth, one life to live. One life to live, yeah.
One people, we stand all together, one voice saying yes we can. Each one, reach one till we pull ourselves up, cause we all one fan. From the rest of the block to the Perry to the Rock, we connect that love. Cause the people with power feel the power of the people when we stand as one.
What I know, we are one. What I know, no, we are one. What I know, we are one. We are
Well-being of mankind, its peace and security are unattainable unless its unity is firmly established. Baha'i Faith.
Michael?
You're muted. Michael's muted.
And hold fast to the rope of God altogether, and be not divided. The Quran. The human being is part of the whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feeling, a something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. Albert Einstein.
Arne?
Finally, brothers and sisters, rejoice. Strive for full restoration. Encourage one another. Be of one mind. Live in peace. And the God of love and peace will be with you. Corinthians.
Let all associate, therefore, in this great human garden, even as flowers grow and blend together side by side. Love ye all religions, and all races, with the love that is true, true and sincere, and show that love through deeds, and show that love. Let all associate, therefore, in this great human garden, even as flowers grow and blend together side by side. The tongue of grandeur hath however in the day of his manifestation proclaimed it is not his to boast, who loveth his country
And Leaf says, and the rest is history. Thanks, Great-Gramma Sage. Can't wait to show your story on the holographic tree of life. So that's the story I want to tell in 2050, but mine is only one of many. In fall of this year, we're reaching out to people of faith and goodwill who are helping to make the change we want to see in the world. Grandma Sue Blythe here with the Interfaith Climate Group. I'm creating a collaborative storytelling adventure on the road to 2030, 2050, and beyond.
Hi, my name's Shane Cummings. I work for the City of Gainesville, Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs. The biggest thing that I do for the environment and the community is that I help people make a connection between the wonders of the natural world around us and their own personal experiences and the life stories we all share.
My name is Jen DeMeo, and I'm director of Green Team Academy, where we empower everyday people to be the change. I feel that my personal role is to help people who want to make a difference, guiding them on how to create their impact. And that's what I do with the International Climate Action Challenge.
Hi, my name is Ellen Siegel, and I'm a volunteer with Climate Reality Project in Gainesville. Our mission is to teach folks about the climate, the science, the seriousness, and the impacts of the climate going on, and also to advocate for people and places and protecting and preserving the things that we love in our natural environment. Thanks for coming.
Hi, I'm Helen Warren, and I live in Gainesville, Florida, and I'm really delighted to be a part of this climate collaboratory as we work on catching stories about how we feel about this planet and what we want to take care of it. Why it's important to me. Over the years, I've lived in different places, different states, and different type of geological features, but common theme is that when I am feeling puzzled or upset about something, I have found that I can find my solace and my peace by going outdoors, whether it's daytime or nighttime. I can look at the stars. I can go out in the daytime and just look at the life of the natural world around me, and that's where I find peace and solace.
Okay, so we're asking everyone to add stories to our video collection, and we do have a link where you can add a little video just like you saw and tell your own climate story, and that is included in the attachment of the program that we attached to the invitation you received, and I hope you will come on board. And it doesn't matter where you live, you can be part of our climate story. And we invite you to join us again next month for the next chapter in our collaborative storytelling adventure on the road to 2030, 2050, and beyond. And the Climate Collaboratory is a project of We the World, the Interfaith Climate Group, and a growing network of partners.
Wow.
Thank you.
So if you were to click on that link right now, what would be a climate story that you would want to tell? And what I'll do actually is put this on the speaker view, and we are recording. If you don't mind, I will just keep your little stories and possibly get them into individual clips that we can upload to that. Who would like to go first?
I will.
You.
I think my climate story started when I was growing up in the suburbs of Sacramento, California, where we were fortunate enough to be part of a community that each family had 5 to 10 acres, and we shared all of our resources. So I grew up with the idea that a community is self-sufficient and sustainable, and that you help each other, and it doesn't matter where you came from or what your political views are or whatever. We were all one family, and we bartered with each other for whatever we needed. And that, to me, is still a perfect paradigm for how communities could work.
Thank you, Mallory. Who else has a... Go ahead, Farhang.
My climate story really began when I was much younger, and I saw the Earth being in a spot in the entire universe. And when we are a little spot, we know how close we are together. And later on, as time developed and diseases and things came about, like, tragedies affected everyone around the world. And now we know that fire, that storm, all of those doesn't affect one person, one area. It affects everyone. And COVID was an unfortunate example because COVID affected the world. So we know if something inappropriate or harmful happens, it affects the entire humanity. That's the story of climate change.
So that coming together and helping each other and loving each other.
Yep.
Part of the solution.
So later on, we can do this more professionally. Right now, I just want to say something.
I appreciate that. Lisa.
I first was aware of climate way back when I was watching TV once as a child, and I saw a Native American Indian on a commercial with a teardrop. And that affected me greatly, to where now I want to research videos and readings and try to inspire people the way I was inspired, because from that video, I always wanted to pick up garbage. I'm cleaning the earth. And I would like to share with people how they can do it. So my goal is every day, whoever I come in contact, I try to stir up a conversation how they can have a personal plan. If they have one already, great. I learn from them, and we share how we can help each other to partner with each other, kind of walk together in this adventure of helping to repair the earth. So I have been really surprised by the number of people that want information because they feel frustrated. So working on those areas.
Well, and I have to thank you, Lisa, for your love of going into the whole wide world to find those wonderful videos and quotations that are a part of our program each month. And for me, what I would like to see is people from all different faith groups coming together to help put this program together in a way that we can really have a representation of the human family, and see if we can't come together and make a world that works for all. And so that's what this program is all about. And I'm going to add a little more to my story, because what is happening now is the Alachua County Office of Sustainability equity and economic development strategies is taking this program of the Climate Collaboratory and the Storytelling Adventure. They're taking that as a way of helping to tell Alachua County's climate story. And we will be presenting that at the county's climate fair next year in October 2024. And we'll be celebrating Alachua County's bicentennial, looking 200 years into the past and 200 years into the future. And that's the part that the storytelling can facilitate and get lots of people involved in doing that. And so I want to just stay focused for my part on this building community in a changing climate as a time on the last Sunday of each month when we get together. And this is a core piece of the Alachua County climate story. And we're going to invite as many individuals and organizations, faith groups, businesses, everybody into this collaborative storytelling adventure and produce it for the bicentennial next year with a virtual museum exhibit done by the Matheson History Museum. So it's getting very real. It's coming to life in a way that I've only dreamed of up until now. And it's so exciting to see it happen. And Mallory, I know you have some ideas to contribute to this Alachua County's bicentennial, and maybe you could share some of that.
Let's see. Which would you like me to?
Oh, both. You have two projects in the works.
Okay, like what the
the book and the course.
The book and the course. Okay, all right. I'm
teaching
a class at ILR, Institute for Learning and Retirement, probably about a year from now. That is centers on how art can help talk about climate issues and how artists, performing artists, visual artists, and so on, can use their work as a means of educating and offering options and so on. I know a number of artists that are dealing with this. Installation artist in Miami that's done some wonderful work, and other artists, musicians, dance people in dance, theater, and so on, who are working on things to. And I've been writing books that have a climate component in them to try to educate people about issues. So the other thing then is that this might all be brought together in terms of a book that we can work with the Matheson in terms of what they're collecting and put it all together as something that will be a resource that people then will have. So not just temporary, but, as a handbook into the future. So
beautiful. And the way I see it is we're taking what's happening here in our little Sunday gatherings and turning it into a community-wide art project. And using Mallory's sense of the arts, including everything, the performing arts, visual arts, literary arts, and letting the county and the Matheson History Museum be the ones that really coordinate the big picture of this. And our part then will be to continue to do this little devotional and climate conversation and the storytelling to tie the whole picture together. So it's something that's really exciting to me, and wonder if there are any other comments on all that for the bicentennial. Okay. So, yeah.
I do want to mention that as a member of the Writers Alliance of Gainesville, I'm interested in sharing these opportunities and ideas with my fellow people in the writing community to see how they can participate. And we've done a very interesting collaborative project for the last couple of years with Gainesville Fine Arts Association, in which they provide visual arts, and then the writers respond to the imagery and the ideas that the artist presents, and then it's all put together in an exhibition. So there's this give and take between the visual and literary arts in terms of, I'd like to see maybe more collaborations along those lines, where we can, work together and coordinate some of these ideas into different art forms.
Beautiful. So that's the collaboratory part, is getting people who are doing different things, get them together and see what's something new we can create. Lisa.
And I'd like to, Sue, maybe you could provide the name. I have back in Florida, I've got a business card of the lady who's the dance teacher at the Star Theater. The lady that was in charge of all the dance needs to be connected with Mallory, because she's talking about visual arts, and she is such a wonderful teacher of dance. I was seeing what she did with the kids and talked to her afterwards. She's really, really wonderful. And with her connection with the earth and the environment, she'd be a wonderful person to bring her dancing to that event or a network for you. I don't remember her name, but I talked to her afterwards.
Yeah, her name is Elois Waters, and she's a magnificent human being who just brings those children. She teaches at Caring and Sharing Learning School, and just brings such life and energy and beauty into those children. And they participated in our Earth Day program that we had at the Star Center Theater. The young people there created their own stage production. And so that there's energy in this message that we're sharing, and people love to find a way to participate. So I'm looking forward to what happens over this next.
One other thing that I'm doing is that there is a gentleman in Micanopy who has a large acreage, about 175 acres, I think. And he has established what he calls the Fair Oaks Foundation. And he wants to support art, music, and the environment. So I'm going to be working with him. I'm giving a short presentation at a event that he's having on September 30th. That's going to talk about the history of arts organizations in Alachua County. And I've selected 5 of the various arts organizations and want to tell something about their history and how they got established and what they're doing. So another way of kind of reaching out. And I'm hoping that this connection with his foundation might lead to the possibility of some grant funding or other collaborations on that level.
So just sharing some more stories of things that are happening. I was out yesterday at a little church out in Rochelle, a very rural community, and they were celebrating the church's 136th anniversary. And so they had just a lovely gathering of people who had grown up in that community. And so there was one woman who told the story all the way from, I forget what it was, 1889 or something, I don't know, but all the way back, telling the story of all the families that owned the big farm areas around and just the little properties along the way. So she went on a tour through all the streets of this small community, just remembering the families and what was special about each. So that's another way of telling Alachua County's climate story, that all these people are still doing their, living in harmony with nature and carrying on life in the world of work and worship and learning and play, and so finding out how people are living this climate story is of our interest here. And then, of course, there's a gathering next Sunday at the United Church, or Saturday at the United Church of Gainesville, and that will be with the NAACP Environmental and Climate Justice Committee. And they have put together a full day program with a speaker coming in from the national program that really works through the arts to help women and young people to make it. So there's so much going on. They're each a little story, and we're just trying to put those stories together so that they make a beautiful bicentennial climate story. So, any other closing thoughts before we go?
I really liked in the section where you did have some people's stories, they were telling a little bit about their organization, and everyone having more opportunity to hear how they can be of service is great. So those groups that you're headed towards, please ask to interview them like you're asking us, because that would be wonderful to include them.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, that's our intention. My real hope is to get a team of young people that will conduct those interviews and either write stories or submit videos and help us to get this story told in a big way. And we're looking for the right people to, that's not something I can do, collecting all those stories. So we're looking for who is the right organization. It may be through the county, possibly the museum, but we'll find someone who is, does that kind of thing in their everyday life already. That's what we're trying to do. There's a song that comes from another story that says, use what you got, and that's what we're trying to do. We don't need to recreate. We don't have time to recreate or create everything from scratch. It's already here. Somebody is already doing exactly what we need or the world needs. And so it's a matter of finding ways to connect people so that they can help each other to do what needs to be. That's the plan. That's my story.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your help.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you next month.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next month.
Okay. Bye-bye.